Okay, I'm hoping that you can see what I'm up to and what I'm doing. I've got this whole little contraption set up that is kind of funky, and hopefully my video won't shut out on me. But I wanted to give you just an idea of what I do for getting ready and set for the week for meal prep. So what you've seen before, these are full of my lentils for the week. I've got a lentil salad that I like, that's that arugula lentil salad with celery and mandarin oranges. It's really good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up some ribs of celery for that salad for the week, and that way that's already taken care of, so all I have to do is just throw it together. So I'm just going to go over here and rinse these off. Now you can see I have this little 21-day fix green container, so it's perfect for just holding all of the celery ribs for this little salad. In fact, I might have made a little too much. It's probably just over a cup, and that's fine. It'll just shove down in there and it'll work. And then I'll have that set so that when I just want to put that salad together, all I have to do is just just put those on there with the little mandarin oranges. So you can see I have all these lemons out here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my tahini sauce for my hummus that I'm going to make for the week. So you can see here I like to keep my beans in jars, and what I need to do is soak these beans, my white navy beans for a salad and my garbanzo beans for a salad, and then I need double that for my hummus and some for a vegetable soup. So then I just cook it all, and then I'll divvy it up later when it's time to throw it together. It's done. So right now I'm just going to work on making my my tahini sauce that calls for lemon juice and garlic and tahini, and that way I don't have to mess with that when it's time to put all that stuff together and actually make the hummus once my chickpeas are ready. All right, so I'm crushing the garlic, and I'll add the garlic and the lemon juice and the tahini all together, so that that's one less step that I have to take when I actually can make my hummus after the garbanzo beans are all done. And this is a fun little tip. You probably already know this, but in order to get the garlic, you know, easily removed from the skin from the garlic, you just, with your knife, do like that with the garlic, and it comes right off. So that's a fun little trick. I like to double this recipe because it lasts for the week for us. So instead of just, let's see, I think it calls for 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, I do about 12, and that's because I've done 12 before and it's like really lemony, so sometimes I do 10, but I've got my little bowl here. I already got my garlic in there, so, and that's the other thing I like to do is just, I let the seeds go in this little thingy, but I just run it through my fingers in order to get the lemon juice in there without the seeds. Just squeeze it. That's another fun little tip, is the way that you squeeze it. I learned this as a Florida girl. You just squeeze, you twist your citrus so that you can get the most juice out of it. Some of it's falling on the floor. That's all right. Okay, so I have my lemon juice and my garlic in there, and so, you know, I just have to stir up my tahini when it's brand new. You know how it always has that oil at the top, and so I just have to make sure that I stir it and get that oil down in the bottom. Otherwise, when it comes down to the end of it, you know, when I'm toward the very end of my tahini, it'll be all clumpy and gunky like this. Really, tahini is just, you know, it's like peanut butter but with sesame seeds. I love this stuff. Okay, so now I'm just stirring this together, and I'm just gonna let it come together and then put it in the fridge, and that way when I've got, like I said, the chickpeas ready to go, I just pour this into my food processor with the chickpeas, throw in what's it called? The spice, and blend it, and then it's done. So the next thing I'm going to do is just pour in my beans into my pots, and then I will let them soak. And I eye it. That's probably about 2 cups. So now I'm just going to add some water to them and then let them soak. So now, like you see, you know, I have my lentils ready to go. I have my celery ready to go. I have those little mandarin oranges cups that I just drain and throw on my salad for that, and balsamic vinegar and arugula, and that's that. And then this is my tahini sauce to add to my chickpeas when I'm done. And so we're just gonna let these chickpeas soak overnight, and tomorrow after church when we get home, I can cook up the chickpeas and cook up the white beans, and then everything is pretty much ready and set to just kind of throw together when we're ready to put stuff together. So that's basically it. Now I just have to clean up my cutting board mess and throw stuff away, and hey, that took me all of like maybe 35-40 minutes. Not too bad. Of course, when I get home tomorrow, I have a little bit more to do, but really if you can set aside about, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours, that's really not bad on a Saturday or Sunday to just get everything ready to go for yourself, and you're just setting yourself up to just not be in a bind when it comes time for food. Hope that's helpful.